On lead guitar, we got Mr. Hammer. On lead guitar, his name is Mr. Randy. Y'all come on, give him a great hand. On bass guitar, we got Mr. Sims out of Cincinnati. Y'all come on, give him a hand. On keyboard, we got Mr. Luciano. Come on, give him a hand. On keyboard, we got Mr. Nehemiah, right here, man. Come on, give him a hand. My name is Cross, and they call me 57, and we're the group Quiet on the Set. And we're going to do this song for you right quick, Carl. Ain't no stopping us now. 1, 2, 3. We got the groove. Say it again. Ain't no stopping now. We're on the move. Ain't no stopping now. We got the groove. There's been so many things that held us down, but now it looks like things are finally coming around. I know we've got a long, long way to go, and where we'll end up, I don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're gonna put ourselves together. We're gonna polish up our ass. And if you've ever been held down before, I know you used to be held down anymore. Don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want you to listen. Every word I say, every word I say. No stopping me now. We're on the move. Y'all like that? Put your hands together, come on. Ain't no stopping me now. We got the groove. Oh, I see y'all like that. We got the groove. We got the groove. Gerald, give him another verse right here. I know you know someone that has a negative vibe, and when he's trying to make it the only put you aside, they really don't have nowhere to go. Ask them where they're going, they don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're gonna put ourselves together. We're gonna polish up our act. And if you've ever been held down before, I know you used to be held down anymore. Don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want you to listen to what we have to say, what we have to say. No stopping us now. We're on the move. Grooving. No stopping us now. We got the groove. Ha! No stopping us now. We're on the move. Grooving. Ha! No stopping us now. We got the groove. We got the groove. We get ready to get out of here. Let's get out of here. Hey! How was that? Was that all right? Oh, y'all can do better than that now. Y'all got a live band in print. All right. So since we got a lot of mothers here and a lot of females here, we ain't used to that all the time. So we got to do a little something for them. We're going to do something for the ladies right now. Is that all right? Yeah. Okay, here's a little song. Y'all remember this one? 3, 4, 5. got this cold going on. I'm gonna step in here for a minute. Fellas, I'm gonna switch it up. Don't be mad at me. We're gonna go to Silk Sonic. Let's go. A little love train. Okay. And we'll come back tomorrow. Okay. All right. Yeah. One, two. Here's an old song that Bruno Mars and it's the pack redid. And it's a little love train. And we're going to try to do our best to do it for you today. Is that all right? Let's do this, fellas. Here I go. All night, can't sleep, too hurt, too weak, gotta call up. Dial that number, no one answers till it's 2 o'clock.
What's up with my logos, man? Hey, the thing about it is, when it comes to being a logo, we all logos because everywhere we carry ourselves, you know, the lifestyles we live, you know, we walk in banners for real, and we represent something that's greater than us, and we try to put a motivation, an inspiration out to the world. So I'm just thankful, honored to be here right now. And I thank God right now. I thank God for this moment because He's giving us a moment right now. Anybody in here believe that? He's giving us a moment with our family to show that we progressing. And just want to thank all the people that's here, all the staff members, everybody on the Walking Logo staff, and the wardens and Chaplain Kerr, and just everybody that's here, man, that's doing all the case managers, unit managers, deputy warden, just everybody that's been here that's supporting and help us go forward as we facilitating and pushing forward. And so, Carlos Christian, can we put our hands together for Carlos Christian? Yeah, man. Yes, yes. Thankful for him, man, what he doing, what he represents. Yeah, one time, yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. We would not be here if it wasn't for his journey. If it wasn't for him overcoming and showing us that you can come in prison and not come out worse, but you can come out better. Thank God for him, man, and for everybody else is doing, as well as OPI, man, my guy at the OPI Dental Lab, man, doing this thing. Bruce Sears, man, there's different people that's doing some great things, man. So I'm gonna do this track right quick. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. It's called Walking Logo. You're a big reason why this track got written. He got at me like, bro, write a track, a song for this. And so I just want to do this real quick for y'all. I ain't gonna hold you up too much.
Integrity, honesty, perseverance, humility, hard work, dedication, helping others, bringing positive change to the communities and everywhere we go. We walking logos. What about you?
I'm a logo.
Logo.
You a logo.
Logo.
We some logos.
Logos.
Walking logo.
Walking logos.
But what are you promoting?
What you promoting?
Is it good or bad? I'm from the streets, but I'm headed back. Be a better brother, better dad.
Yeah.
Be a better husband, even that. That's what I'm teaching them in the class.
For real.
I'm really trying to get them out of track.
Yeah.
I made it out, now I'm reaching back. I'm going back into prison. I gotta give them a vision. I really be on a mission. I'm Carlos with the Christian. I'm reaching out to the hood. I'm reaching out to the slums.
That's where I'm from.
They shooting, pulling out guns, killing each other over crumbs. I gotta get involved, be a part of the problem solved. Trying to lower the recidivism rate, trying to close the revolving door. In and out of prison, they gon' fix it, but it starts within. So I gave the wisdom. That's the only thing that can change the condition of a whole generation that been conditioned. Listening to Jeezy told him get it. Listening to Sleazy World go spit. Listening to Money Bag. Now we in the kitchen whipping, trying to get 100 stacks. But I ain't representing none of that no more. I'm living a life of a logo. You ain't gotta be on the corner selling dope. Be an entrepreneur on the corner. So get your fam out the hood. When it's good, don't forget about the hood. You could develop some programs. You could be the bridge and the roadmap to success. Being a mentor to the youth, that's a flex. Giving back to the community, man, that's a flex. Being a loving father to your children, a flex. And I guarantee the odds in your favor, staying out of trouble, that's the bet. Hey, you a logo. Hey, we some logos. Walking logos. But what are you promoting? Is it good or bad? I'm from the streets, but I'm headed back. Be a better brother, better dad. Be a better husband, even that. That's what I'm teaching them in the class. I'm really trying to get them out the track. I made it out, now I'm reaching back. I'm going back into prison. I gotta give them the vision. I really be on the mission. I'm Carlos with the Christian. I sacrifice for this. I give my life for this. That's why I fight for this. Cause you got a right to live. Free from them chains that's keeping you from changing. Knowledge is the key. So I'm opening the cages. Your story's about to be major. Don't let nobody change it. Your whole life is a book. Every day you writing pages. So you can start a new chapter with it. I'm proof there's life after prison. But you gotta be willing to put in the work. Gotta let go of them bad decisions. Gotta let go of them old homies. So no direction where to go, homies. Your life about to be a slam dunk. When you jumping up for your goals, homie. You don't just gotta be a dope boy to ride around town with 30 foes on them. fresh kicks, fresh clothes on, and you got the key to your own home. So while you in prison, take advantage of every opportunity that you get. Learn a trade, get your GED, take some programs, go to college and dip. Now that's an acrobatic with a flip, like my big homie Carlos Christian did. Set the community on his feet, turn the penitentiary on his head like.
I'm the living proof that you can change if you really want to. Sometimes our worst setbacks are the greatest setups for the most miraculous comebacks.
Hey, Carlos, let's run this up one time. Hey,
Because I applied myself.
walking logos, billboards for success. I'm gonna do this hook one more time, right?
Now I'm a billboard for
Hey,
success.
I want y'all to rock with me. Hey, let's go. I'm a logo. We some logos. We some logos. Walking logos. But what are you promoting? Is it good or bad? I'm from the streets, but I'm headed back. Be a better brother, better dad. Be a better husband, even that. That's what I'm teaching them in the class. I'm really trying to get them out the track. I made it out, now I'm reaching back. I'm going back into prison. I got to give them the vision. I really be on a mission. I'm Carlos with the Chris. Let's go. Right quick. I just want to hear y'all right quick. When I say logo, let me hear you say, I'm a logo. I'm a logo. You a logo. We some logo. We walking logo. Let's go.
First, I want to give honor to God, who's the chief and the head of my life. Y'all know I ain't no stranger to the mic now. Man, that was a beautiful display. I give honor to everyone that's gathered here. Thank you for your participation. Every hand, every eyes, every nose, every mouth that put its hand in its place to be able to facilitate and do what we do. I want to give you three things, and then I'm out of your way. I want to first talk to you about the good. Then I want to talk to you about the bad. Then I want to talk to you about the improvement. We call it GBI, where I come from. People know that I walked out of here. That's my good. I'll be real simple and brief. I got incarcerated 2006, March the 1st. I got here in 2011. In 2011, I met Carlos Christian. He's coming in full of fire. Y'all know how he is. You gotta be intentional. Come on, brothers. Before change can be seen externally, it must take place internally. Sounds familiar, right? I love him. His words stuck with me. Everything he was teaching, it held me like it was the Bible or scripture, because he is one of them living epistles. And so as I'm meeting him, he's talking about, brother, man, look, man, we got these 5 parts, man. It's 5 modules. It's a business module. And I'm like, man, Carlos, what the heck is a module? I had to go to brother send me to the dictionary. But it was cool, though, because as I was already grinding in my sphere of influence, rapping with Reggie Meeks, I call him Reggie Meek. You know what I'm talking about. And just, you know, coming to church every day, trying to get into college, going to Urbana University. And some of the bad, I got to tell you that as soon as I got released, you would have thought that because I was preacher, man, ain't that what they called me, right, y'all? You would have thought that because I was preacher, man, I would have just been at my A game, right? No, life hit me, fellas. I'm talking to y'all. Reality check set in. And some of those things that Carlos was saying was kind of fading away a little bit. But let me tell you something about light. When somebody comes in your life and give you the light, that light gets more and more illuminated as you go get more and more of that light. So when I didn't follow through and I got in that relationship with that girl that I wasn't supposed to get in a relationship with, life became troublesome. Brothers, I'm going to tell you this. Be patient. Wait on your rib. God got a rib for you. When he woke him up, he didn't ask Eve why she was naked. He asked the man, what you doing naked, man? He isn't talking to the woman at all, because we got a responsibility. We got a responsibility to respond, fellas. We got to respond to what he's saying. We got to keep it. We got to hold it. We got to let it nurture us. We can't change it. We got to let it change us. Yeah. So that was part of the bad, right? That God's so good. He's so good that he don't give us as our sins do deserve. Right in the midst of me being told I was broke, I ain't had nothing. Man, y'all know how girls be talking, man, that don't know the Lord. You ain't got nothing, you ain't never gonna be nothing, you ain't never gonna mount to nothing. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Carlos Christian said, what? Okay, I'm gonna focus, yeah. The words had to come back. You know, you really gotta say this stuff to yourself, fellas. Like, this is your identity on the line at this point. And you got to know that it's your identity, that you got faith, focus, and fortitude. That you can challenge yourself and others to be great. That you can walk successfully in everything that you do. That you won't mistreat people. This got to become like a weapon, I'm trying to tell you when you get there. I'm telling you, brothers. If this ain't your weapon, when you get there, you're going to need what that I was telling you about, some improvement. How you need improvement and you trying to improve on the things that you already once learned? That's what I was asking myself. But guess what? When I asked him to help me, I said, I need you to help me keep everything I learned from Carlos. Shoot, everything I learned from every person that I was with, because I'm going to tell you something. You got to be intentional. You got to be intentional in your success. I'm up here thinking I'm about to leave London and become a famous singer. We still working on that. But I can tell you that I am soaring. Amen. I can tell you that I am elevating. Man, give it up to him. I can tell you that I'm not coming behind in no gift. I can tell you that my wallet says no lack on it, 180. It says no lack. Psalms 34:10. And I got all of y'all to thank, because I was thinking about all you brothers. Every day I'm out, I'm always thinking about y'all. Why? Because look what God done did now. He done made me a correctional officer. Where I work at, we take correction and treatment and mix them both together. Because we need treatment. Everybody, even in corrections, need treatment. What's funny is I went from there and I went into this treatment program, and you know there's something when God, you're thinking is you doing it, but God will put you in a situation where the state tells you you got to stay away from that person. I said the state told me I had to stay away from an individual. Did I listen? No. Cost me 3 months getting that treatment, y'all. After the 12. So I kind of did like 17 total years. In other words, what I'm saying to you, man, you're going to add more onto your labor. if you don't get it. Because it starts where? That's what I'm talking about. It starts within, and then you build on it. It started right now, right? But you got to keep building. You got to keep getting with people that's going to be assets. You got to hang around appreciating assets, amen? Yeah, I ain't trying to be too long and too preachy, but the improvement is I am more aware now than I've ever been in life. I can say things like, I have tasted to see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusts in him. Yeah. I was supposed to come with the music. The keyboard got stuck up there because somebody didn't write it in. Oh, man. Yeah, you're right about that. He said, I ain't got no alley. I'm going to give you an alley-hoop, bro. I'm going to sing it a cappella. This song was inspired by Carlos Christian. The first line of the preamble, y'all know it so well. I know you got to know this. The first line says what? And then the next line says what? Ooh, wait. Them soldiers right there, y'all, they get it. They got it. That part that you said about soar is where this song was birthed in 2011. See if I can pull it off. I need some water. Lord help me. You said what? Okay. I'm a little chap up here. My lips so dry, I'm scared to take the mic down off my mouth. First line. Study to fly. Fell so many times, yeah. I reach rock bottom. It's like my well ran dry, yeah. Learning to fly, time to take flight. I keep ascending. I won't come back down, my feet won't touch the ground, yeah. Listen, it's hard to go left when you're living right, yeah. Just like it's hard to see the dark standing in the light, yeah. It's hard to see the ground looking through the clouds, yeah. Just like it's hard to see the sky when you're looking down. Hey, walking local, keep your head up. It's hard to go left when you're living right, yeah, yeah. Just like it's hard to see the dark standing in the light, yeah. It's hard to see the ground looking through the clouds, yeah. Just like it's hard to see the sky when you're looking down. 'Cause when I soar, I'm elevating beyond all limits. I'm a shooting star, that's what we are. And when I soar, I defy gravity. No doubt can challenge me. Look, my name is Victory. That's the air we breathe. Time to expand. Release what's in my hand. My seed proceeds me. No room for sinking sand. Yeah. learning to run, 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 run. I've already won the past behind me. Cause when I soar, I defy gravity. No doubt can challenge me. My name is Victory. That's the air we breathe, yeah. Soar, I defy gravity. No doubt can challenge me. My name is Victory. That's the air we breathe, yeah. I am the exception. I was made for more. All my dreams and my goals were opening up doors with a beat that will lift your feet off the floor. It's not a cloud in the sky that I ain't dancing on. I'm the bride of Christ. I can defy blessings. I can form or confide that nothing is digressing. Only progressing through the seas, little with those the judge stressing. Hey, I was bear for more. It's time to take flight like I'm Superman. Yeah, about to break these chains like I'm Iron Man. It's God put it on my heart to be a righteous man, doing right, living out, carrying out Jesus' plan, yeah. It's time to be a man of war, but not man of war, cause we gotta war. In the battle's won and we champions, so let's take flight now, let's overcome. And soar, soar, soar. Tell you we gon' soar, give them more, clap some more. We gon' soar, you gon' soar, yeah. Oh, we gon' soar when I soar. I defy gravity. No doubt can challenge me. My name is Victory. That's the air we breathe, yeah. Give it up to him.
I'm telling y'all, this is a super full circle moment for me, right? Let me first thank God and every person that has enough God in them to want to care, you know what I'm saying, about society, about these individual brothers. Everything that I'm gonna be saying is for y'all, you know what I'm saying, even if I'm not turned around, but I'm here for y'all. Because I wanna let y'all know this, right? You know, for the people in this room that don't know me, right, my name is Kenmore Watterson, and I'm a walking logo. Like truly. Like truly. Like I took it to heart. I took it to heart 100%, and let me tell y'all why. Because of my case at the time, right, I had a murder case, right, so this is for everybody, you know, inside and, you know what I'm saying, supporters, family and friends or whatever. It's not over. It ain't never over. It's not over. God got the last say, and that's gonna be the word, and that is word, and that's it. So like, and I'm saying that because when I was sitting in y'all seats, right, it was a lot of people that had a lot of things to say, right? Like as if they knew. But I do know through my therapy and stuff like that, that they were operating from a place of fear. They were scared for me. Man, they ain't never gonna let you out. They want 30-something years. They want whatever, whatever. Y'all see me. Y'all see me just walking here and about to walk right back out. Like y'all gonna do. Like y'all gonna do, each and every one of y'all. Each and every one of y'all. So, real quick story, right? Like, it was to the point where, and it was just the rule and the law of the moment, you know what I'm saying? I didn't understand, I was very upset. I was like, you know, I seen Carlos speak, and I was like, man, that's very powerful. I'm like, what this brother is saying, I could tell that he was knowledgeable. I can also tell that he was holding some things back, you know what I'm saying? Because he was, you know, inside the wall, you gotta, you know, maintain politically, you know, be politically correct as much as you can or whatever. But I knew that the brother had some knowledge, and I knew that he was on to the right thing, right? First, because he was in alignment with God. So let me say that. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even saying nothing new. He was just regurgitating it, but it's God's voice, right? So I was like, dang, I want to be a part of that. So I'm going to see what's going on with that, right? So, you know, I go through the proper channels or whatever and, you know, ask to sign up for the program. And they hit me back like, oh, no, you have 18 to life. And so, you know, people with life sentences, you can't participate. I was like, okay. Next time I seen a brother, I ran down on him. You hear me? Excuse me. You have the knowledge. You hear me? And I need it. I need to get out of here so bad, y'all don't even understand. Like, I feel like, you know, at that time, I felt like, because I just want to say this, like, for the brevity of it, so y'all can understand what I'm saying. When everybody else got their paper, and it was like, this is your release date. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was 2017 or 2023 or 2024 or whatever, mine said EDS 888888. So, the doubt, right? I mean, it'd creep in even on my most, you know, fortified and strong days. You know what I'm saying? I'll be having a great day. And then I'll be like, like, damn, am I gonna get the opportunity? But then one thing I learned in therapy and in this program is to replace the thought. That's what it is about cognition. You know what I mean? You're gonna have the thought, good or bad. You're gonna have both. But if it's bad, you need to be able to replace it. You need to be able to respond. You know, not react in the moment, right? So anyway, pulled up on him, and you know, he always tell that story. It's so funny to him because he just couldn't even believe it. You know, he'd be rushing to be busy. I stopped him, brother. I need it. I need to get in there. You don't have to sign me up. You don't have to do nothing, but I'm gonna be on time. Like you know, request. I'm gonna sign in. I'm gonna do whatever it is that I need to do. The brother Burden, you hear me? Is the one that told me also about the program. He kind of suggested that. So that wasn't even really my idea, like, run down on him. He was like, you should. So I did. And that's what it is. It's taking the word, you know, and then now, you know what I'm saying, he's graduate, he's, you know, and on his way. You know what I'm saying? I was just talking to him. We're going to finish that out. And, you know, God is good. He on his way. But anyway, once I got, he let me sit in. So I used to come in and I ain't even sit in the back. I sat in the front. The reason why I'm telling y'all this story, right, is not to be like, oh, I'm such and such and such and such, but to let y'all know how it all works. It's going to work. Ain't no maybe. It's going to work. If you work the program, if you work the information that has been given to you and provided to you, it's going to work. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be super easy. I'm not saying it's going to be, you know, everything is a cakewalk and all of that, but you will have enough strength to get through whatever it is that you thinking. I'm talking about spouse tripping, okay. Money funny, okay. Not being accepted fully, completely, like I thought I would, you know, by my family and by different, okay. I'ma just keep going because I was already taught and told and shown what to do in the moment when it's going. Okay. So, year-long program that I'm not even signed up in. You hear me? And I was there for all of the weeks. And then I'm helping the brother. I'm helping him. What is it that we need to do? This was the volunteering for me. You know, because so this is the important part. This is the super important part. Y'all are doing the right thing because the change does start internally. You have to start now. You can't think that you're about to run up on the world because they letting y'all all out. You can't think that you're going to run up on the world unprepared. So if anyone, you know, like this is almost like preaching to the choir because they right here, they graduating today. But, you know what I'm saying, I wish that I could, on a megaphone out there on the yard, and tell the people like, listen, man, you think that you self-medicating, you think that this is cool, you think that you are shirking responsibility, you think that you are getting away from something, but man, you just running deeper into the hole, brother. They ain't got nothing for you, and the law's the law still. So if you think that you're gonna be a better criminal, smarter criminal, you know what I'm saying, a smarter cheater, you know what I'm saying, a smarter whatever, that ain't gonna work. You gotta get in the other stream and you gotta stay in it. And then let it take you. You know how they be like, oh, Jesus, take the wheel, like it's a joke, but now for real. You know what I mean? Like, cause you know, the information and the energy of how you doing some things that you didn't think that you would do or want to do. Like, you know, when you're in the right stream, like, it'd be somebody that wronged you, and the voice would tell you, like, you know what, you should apologize. Everybody that had that happen, you hear me? Somebody done wronged me. But I'm still getting the message that I should apologize. Why? Let me just say real quick, because it takes two people to make anything happen. You had something to do with it. You had some part in it in some kind of way. So that's what you got to find, not judge the other person. You got to find yourself and be like, how can I make this better? From having that type of mindset and lifestyle and approach to life, I feel that my life has been 100 times better. The information that Carlos was given to us about the 13th Amendment, about parenting, about finances, about business, about credit, all of these things, man, y'all gonna have to use them. Let me just say this, right, real quick. I had been locked up so long that when I got out, I just wasn't on a record. I wasn't on a record. So when I went to like Best Buy or Macy's or something like that, they're like, yeah, you want to sign up for rewards points and we'll give you a card and I was like, sure, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to give me some credit cards going. They was like, sir, no, sir, we can't. I was like, damn, Macy's card, I can't. Best Buy? Like, y'all serious? But then I remembered in the class, the brother was like, well, don't worry about that. This is what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Take you $50 or $100 and get you a secure credit card. They're going to match it. When you do, make you some purchases on there. Use less than 20% of the total balance. Pay it off on time every time and watch what happens. So I was like, damn, let me try this. I'm like, let me try that. Let me do it today. I'm going to do it today, right? So let me tell y'all, and this is no exaggeration, so this was 2018. I got out January 2nd. I started working January 18th. In May, I had enough credit and enough push and down payment and blessing from the Most High to pull off the lot 2017 Chevy Malibu in 2018. And the point is me not to be like, oh, I got a Malibu and great. The point is, I had no credit. They didn't recognize the information works. I could do this. I could be up here 4 or 5 more hours, bro, talking about the information in the parenting module, the information of what it actually works, bro. The only way it's not gonna work is if you don't do it. And please believe me, as soon as you don't do it or stop doing it, it's when your misery will be quickly refunded to you, as they say in the fellowships. Like, and like the brother Jermaine was saying, like things were not perfect, you know, as far as relationships is concerned, you know, and I'm just a very honest person, and you know, definitely. Nothing against, you know what I'm saying, anyone or talking down anything, but I thought that things would be a certain way, and they weren't. Like, even with my family, like I'm saying, I love my family, and they love me, and I know that they do, but I just thought that it would be different, right? And my expectations is what caused me to have some of them moments where, you know, I'm like, man, what is this? What is this? But then it'll pop back in my head, the information from this program. It's like, where's your gratitude? I know you ain't complaining. Boy, what? I know you ain't complaining. Where you just came from, what is you mad about? Really? So, in those moments, that's what I do. I do a gratitude check. This is what I do have. You know what I'm saying? I have health. You know what I'm saying? The money ain't where I want it. I want things. You know how you want things. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know, very grateful in the moment, very grateful on a day-to-day basis, and I'm grateful for this moment here today. And, dang, I'm being signaled to wrap it up, so I am going to wrap it up here. But I just want to say that those three things, right? The information works when you work it. When you get there, things are not going to be perfect. They're not going to be, actually, mostly not like you thought it was, right? But it's still good to think about it and still good to plan and have something going on, right? But don't never forget the anomaly. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can't control other people. We can't control them. And you're going to want to. You know what I'm saying? You're going to talk to your daughters, your son, you're going to want them to do something. You want the world to do things. You want laws to be different. You want, you know what I'm saying? But just do you, man. Do what you know how to do. Do it in the moment and keep going. Right? Not and to wrap it up, not to be bragging or any of that. Some of the plans that I had when I was sitting there, I was like, man, I'm gonna get me a nice car, right? And I'm like, I'm gonna open a clothing line. I'm like, I want to do a clothing line. I think I'm gonna do one. Then I'm like, you know, we was in here rhyming and all that. I'm like, man, I'm gonna do a mixtape. I did all of that. I did all of those things. Yes, we can clap for that. You know what I'm saying? It's not me bragging. It's coming from this situation here, this place right here. You know, and we're still working on it, and things are still going, man. But I'm just so grateful today, and like I say, congratulations to all of you brothers, man. There's some brothers in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at y'all. Y'all look better from when the last time I seen you. You look better. You look healthy. You look strong, because y'all are. So keep going, man. Keep going. Just keep going and keep doing it, man. But I love y'all, man. It's Kim R. Watterson. That's it, y'all. All right, I appreciate it.
Hello, everyone. First of all, I guess I need to tell y'all, my name is Tanya Darby. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. I am what they call a short timer. I had 2 years. I was in for drug trafficking. At the time, I had 4 kids. I went into prison pregnant. I was 8.5 months pregnant when I got there. So 30 days later, I'm in there and I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? I got 4 babies on the outside. I just left. They don't know what to do. I'm their stability. So that's what she mean by I had something on the outside. And that was my why, and it really was. 30 days later, I come in and I had my baby. They take my baby from me 3 days later. Now my baby go home to my mom, but he's still not with his brothers because their dad took them from my mom. So now I'm doing this parenting thing that Carlos say, from what's inside. So don't ever let nobody tell you that you cannot parent from what's inside, because you definitely can. I was on that phone every night with my kids, making sure that they was doing their homework. Believe it or not, I had a son that did not like school. His password still to this day is I hate school. And his dad had no clue that he was missing 11 assignments, but I'm in prison. How do I know that and you don't? So I'm gonna need you to step your game up, because I'm coming home, and when I come home, I'm coming home for my babies. And that was how I felt, and I was strong about it. And Carlos just told me, he said, you keep that mindset, and when you get home, everything that you want, everything that you need is gonna fall into place. Stay dedicated, stay committed, And I did just that. I stayed focused. It wasn't a cakewalk, because trust and believe, in 2018, when I walked up out of that prison, y'all, I was like, I'm out at 2:01. When the count is over, I'm out of here. Who y'all know to get out of prison at 12:01? Nobody. But I was gone at a Franklin Medical Center at 12:01 after count cleared. I was gone. Like, I'm no longer a part of this facility. I no longer have to remember my number. I do not have to do this. I'm going home and I got a goal, and my goal was to go home and not come back. And I did just that, like she said. And she ain't lying, y'all. She healed me up over there and like, I don't want to see you in here. Oh, trust and believe, you ain't got to worry, because this is not my life. I got caught in the swift that was not where I was supposed to be. And because that happened, that swept me right into prison for 2 years. And when I got home, y'all, I want y'all to know this. Like they said, it's not easy. We always got that mindset to go back and do what we got ourselves in here for. Them 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, whoever got them kind of sentences, y'all gonna have it harder. Because a 10-year bid or better, you ain't got nothing to worry about for real. Because them 10 years that everybody looking at your credit report, everybody looking at trying to tell you that you can't get a house, you can't have no car, you can't get this job. But you, on the other hand, if you got 10 or better, you gonna have a clean slate when you walk out the door. They ain't worried about you because you already put your time in. Those that's under that 10, you gotta struggle. But do not let it determine who you are to get you back in here. Because that was my thing. As much as I wanted to revert back to the streets, I got 5 babies at home. I'm a boy mom. So y'all right here, y'all let me know what I don't want to see. I don't want my babies to be in here. I don't want them to understand what this life is. They rode my journey with me, and that was enough. I happened to get searched down to come in here, to come see me, and I got to sit across the table. Thank God it wasn't no glass, because I don't know how my son would have reacted. But just to have a chair and we sitting around the table, and I just got to listen to my babies and understand what they was going through, that I had to understand that not only did I do some damage to myself, I damaged my babies. So because I understand that, today I can honestly say that I can stand here proudly and say that I got 5 sons, 1 in college that's a junior. I got another one that's a demolition. I got a sophomore that's the face of his school. I got an 8th grader that's also playing AAU, being scouted already. And I got a 7-year-old who I run the organization with his football squad. So for me, I came home and I accomplished something, and I'm proud of myself for that, because I had the odds against me, as well as relationships. So many relationships don't change, even if it's your people, your own people. And when I say that, I mean my immediate circle. The relationships that I had with my immediate circle before I came in here, we was like this. When I got out, we was like this. Because I was a different type of person. I wasn't the same person that I was when I came in here. So I had to make them understand I had light shined on me, so now I'm that light that's shining on everybody else. So now that I'm shining my light, do you understand how many people I have helped, not knowing that I was helping them? I was just put in a situation just to tell you what you needed to do to get your mind straight and go on the right path. Not even knowing, because I'm telling you my story. So all I can say is, be proud that y'all made it through 50+ weeks. Because a lot of people was dropping out of our class. Our whole class didn't even make it. This is an honor to be able to say I'm a logo. And Carlos, he's amazing. Because I still call him to this day. My son's father was killed in August. And I was trying to understand where way to go, because that was my everything. And I wasn't with him. But when it came to my kids, 4 of them wasn't even his. My baby was his, but he supported all 5. And I lost that. So now I had to regain another track. So now I'm like, I'm gonna get this business, which I did. I told him, I'm gonna go out here and get this car. Got my credit up to a 720, and I walked in that dealership and told them I want that car, and I'm not putting no money down, and I had a car in 30 minutes. So, Chandrita Boykins. So that's definitely what I'm telling y'all. It is possible, and it is a way. So don't let the people tell y'all that this is it, because it's really not. It's so much ahead, and as long as y'all stay focused and y'all on the path, set an example. This ain't it. When you get out, it's walking. When I tell you, with so many of us on the outside, link up. Because when I say we marching, and we holding each other down, and we giving the resources, we putting everybody in the direction that they need to be in. So y'all definitely not alone. So don't feel like when this is it, when this class ends, y'all get y'all certificates, that it's over, because it's not. It's definitely not. So I say congratulations to y'all being the class of 2024. I'm sure y'all the first class of the year.
Well, thank you. Hey, these my people, y'all. Family. I mean, you could say that it's a homecoming for me. My name is Edwin Orlando Swan. They call me Orlando. I was once known as 229111. I served a 30-year incarceration. Been home 4 years. And I'll be getting off parole at the end of this year. Y'all about to make it hard. First thing I want to say is I am a walking logo. And that means something to me. I want to speak a little bit about how I was when I was in here. And these men very well know. I was the guy that went hard in here, doing wrong, being nickel slick, and what I mean by that is they couldn't catch me. But that don't mean they couldn't put me in segregation. That don't mean they couldn't ride me out of their institutions. And because I was never caught with the pack, I would always, rationalize my behavior or continue to do it or come up with excuses of why I was doing it, like I have to support my family, as if they weren't out there supporting themselves. But if I'm honest with myself, I did it to feel better about me and what I was going through in here, my absence, the lack, the reality that I couldn't be a father, a son. So it's like, how do I give back? What do I do? I didn't have nothing else but the hustle. That was all I knew. So I gave back the only way I could. For 25 years, a quarter century of doing it the wrong way. I started turning it around, like right before meeting Carlos. I was in a program with some of these men, and we've walked together in other walks. And I was able to start changing internally. That thing that Carlos talks about, but I had to be honest with myself. I had to get what we used to call in therapy gut level honest. It's like I knew that I was the one holding me back. and then making all these excuses in the world as to why I wasn't free. Did I have a high-profile case? Yes. Did the judge say at my trial that he would make sure that I never be released again? Yes. These are obstacles that I knew that I had to deal with or I had to face, but at some point, I had to start saying, excuse my French, but to hell with what they say, with what happened, with who was at the victim's bedside, President of the United States, whoever the case may be. And these are true stories. If God is going to really use me and be an instrument in my life, then I got to be willing to put the work in. And what does that look like? And that's what I started doing. And today, my life is different, just like it was different in here. When I was walking in here, and it started to look different. I walked away from prison enterprise, you could say. And I do mean enterprise, from running gambling tickets to drugs, wine, you name it, I had a hand in it. Walked away and never looked back. I was making, I can't explain to you how it's like. A lot. But it takes like that type of commitment, like really. Because I had to get away from that to get to something greater, something better. I didn't understand what that something was. I knew that I wanted it. It's not that I didn't want to be free. But it was a fight in me, like beyond anything that I can explain to anybody in this room. Like, I was my biggest enemy. But I'm also like my greatest friend, like my biggest adversary. And I know this. I can either build me or destroy me. And I know this. And nobody else can, period. But to understand the power in that it hinges on my thoughts, where I take it, where I go with it. No one can control my plight. When I understand that and took the power back in my own life, it allowed me to walk out of here after 30 years. And like my brothers say, I'm definitely walking back up out of here. I can't explain to y'all how that feels. This is the first penitentiary I've ever walked into, and I'm leaving it today. Today. You hear me? Lebanon, Warren, Lucasville, Mansfield, Ross, here. I'm missing somewhere, but I've been a little bit everywhere, is the point I'm trying to make. Penitentiary to penitentiary. Doing wrong. But now let me speak a little bit about today. As I said, I've been free 4 years. Came home November 7th of 19. In 2021, I was in an accident. I had wrecked my Charger. And I wrecked it October. In November, I bought a 2022 Chevy Colorado in 21. 0 miles, no other owner. And that's what I got in the lot today. Credit. from employing the principles that I learned through this program. But I had started it, I cheated a little bit. I did. Well, I was a little bit ahead of the game. That's what I mean by I cheated. Before I met Chandrita, I had already attached myself to somebody's credit card. And I left prison with a 720 credit score, leaving prison. But, and I'm going to share something with you. Because you men have no credit or no credit history, let me see. I'm going to address them a little bit. You are in the best shape because you have nothing. So you can literally, it's like having a clean slate, so it's going to build up from there. But I also, just like I built it, I destroyed it. I'm in the process of building it back up. But I don't want y'all to think that it's just all about success. In 22, I lost my job. And was living in Columbus, in the suburbs, moved from Hilliard to Upper Arlington. Was in nice spots, like the whole time I've been home. But, and in my name. And I didn't think I could do that. I didn't think I could do that. Like, I have a murder case. But to be in those places, like, my first place was a condo in Hilliard. But, and that speaks to that background check thing. Like, after 10 years, and it being a clean slate, that's true. And this is testimony to that. Again, after 30 years, living in the suburbs, nice, you know, all of that. But I was living a little bit beyond my means. And I say that because it was like right there, paycheck to paycheck, like right there. When I lost my job, zero savings, like nothing really to fall back on, it put me in a bind, kind of put me behind. It's 24. Last month, I just released my book on Amazon. Introduction to Orlando. I started a nonprofit. It's called Toys, Teaching Our Youth Success. I do the same thing Carlos does, but I work with the babies. Actually, he started working with them too once he knew what I was doing and kind of collabed, and he doing his thing with the kids too. But that's the angle that I chose. Not that I don't want to work with the men or my brothers as well, but I try to catch the minds while they're younger. There's been a lot of talent that come through these places, and I'm awed and amazed at what everybody shared. I want to give everybody else that came up here and did their thing a round of applause. Because it's not easy to come up here and share, you know. And but I do want to share something with y'all in light of the moment. Money could be the root of all evil or the answer to most prayers. I've never mistook the look, blank eyes and a cold stare, or the deceit that lies just beneath the sly glare. Envy strong enough to turn dreams to nightmares. Life isn't quite fair, and they say for a hustler is hell. You think your pain runs deep? Imagine life in a cell, or a life for sale. Envision the depths a lost soul dwells. I can only imagine what fate awaits me if I fail. I persist to prevail. My darkness shall not impede my light. My progress shall continue as I proceed to fight. We can grind all night. The hustle is in my veins. The grasp to the reins is finally within my range. I might seem strange or simply just a crook in the verse. Your mind was shook the moment you mistook pain for thirst. It just gets worse as the hunger continues to feed, until an insatiable appetite transforms to greed. We are all we need if success is what we plan to achieve. In order to conquer this beast, we must all believe. Some will grieve, but understand that's part of the plan. Is this what you see when you look inside the heart of a man? Who started my clan? What legacy will I leave in my wake? We loyally love the lion, but rarely grieve for the snake. Will you leave if it's fake when hidden agendas come to the surface? What is left for a man whose life has no purpose? When his worth is less than zero and greater than none, imagine a legacy he will leave to his son. Once the web is spun, the spider sometimes waits in the dirt. Lies have caused me pain, but I realize the truth still hurts. My mind is alert, fully focused on the task at hand, remembering I had to crawl before I learned to stand. From immortal to man, and ultimately back to the essence, there's so much more to explore when you view life as a blessing. And life is a blessing. I share that peace because I'm able to live today. I'm able to experience life and what it is and what it feels like out there is different. I didn't appreciate it before coming in here. I didn't appreciate life. To be honest with you, I didn't care if I lived or died. And been in those situations where that was tested. I passed, but not for me. I passed because my life had taken on a bigger purpose, a deeper meaning, one in which I didn't really understand. I wasn't getting out of here if left to my own devices. I wasn't getting out of here if I was going to continue to serve my purpose. The only way I was getting out of here is if I was ready to work for God. And that's what I'm doing today with everything that I do. Like I said, it's not easy. I be frustrated. I'm by myself more often than not when it comes to what I'm trying to do, but I care. I'm passionate about it. I stay plugged in. I keep moving forward. No matter what, I ain't stopping. If I got to do it by myself, then guess what? I will do it by myself. And I will do it from out there because I'm not coming back in here unless I come like this. Because I don't mind this. And I like that blue. But I think this blue looks better on me. Don't y'all? And with that said, I'm going to bid y'all do. Y'all stay blessed.
In 2012, Judge Jamison was elected to the Franklin County Court of Common Pleas Division of Domestic Relations and Juvenile Branch. She was successfully reelected. 2018, 2020, Judge Jamison was elected to the 10th District Court of Appeals for the state of Ohio. Judge Jamison is a sought-after speaker and panelist on family, women, and girls, criminal justice, and continued legal education. She has been recognized by many organizations for her service in the community. In 2018, she was featured in It Starts Within documentary, which focused on the life of Carlos Christian and his advocacy for incarcerated men. So we'd like for you guys to stand and give our sister, our judge, Terry Jameson, a hand.
Well, thank you, everybody. You may be seated. I am honored to be here, and I thank the Lord for every opportunity that I get to speak to anybody, anywhere, at any time. But before I do that, I'm going to ask Susan Brown to stand. Susan is the Executive Director of Child Support Enforcement Agency. And Susan and I came up with this great idea that we would start a program called the Compass Program to help men and women that were unemployed to become gainfully employed so they could be current on their child support orders. And this is how I met Carlos Christian and Shiera. And I'm going to also honor Bishop Tillman, Carlos's pastor, that is in the building. If you just raise your hand or stand. And I honor him, and I honor the Lord. I am the perfect person to come and speak to you today because my life has not always been what you see today. Before I met Christ, I had a before Christ life. You're looking at the after Christ model. I want you to understand, I was a single parent as a teen. I finished high school, went straight to work, dropped out of college, decided that I would go to work in the underground coal mines. So you're looking at a certified underground coal miner. But when I got laid off and life took a change, I moved to Columbus, Ohio. And I'm listening to this brother back there talking about he lived in Hilliard and Upper Arlington. When I came here, I lived on Gilbert Street between Newberry and Livingston. See, I had a before, yes, by the freeway, hey, yes. I didn't live in the suburbs. He doing better than me. I'm listening. But I was that person that drifted around and didn't have a lot of focus. And 6 months after moving to Ohio, I met Christ for real. And when I met Christ for real, then my life really began to change. And I was talking to Carlos, and he was talking about when he got out, how he had a 700% increase in his pay from wages in the prison to what he was earning on the outside. But when I moved to Ohio, I took a pay cut because I was used to making more money than I did when I came here, but I was laid off. I wasn't making that anymore. There was a lot of opportunity that I could have gotten involved in a whole lot of things to make up the difference. But because of the grace of God and the people that I met after I got there, I didn't go that way. I knew a lot of people that did go that way. I've got some really close friends that lost their life in drug trafficking. I got some close friends that got sent down federally for life for drug trafficking. But even in all of those things, I was never in those places at the time that things went down with them. Because God had greater purpose for me. God has so much purpose for me and so much design for me that the scripture that came to my mind as I was listening to all of you talk, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As you change your thinking, as you change what you believe about yourself, it makes a difference in your life. I would have never been able to stand here today if I had taken the path that other people I knew took. If I had gone those ways. But something down on the inside of me wouldn't let me go but so far. Because I knew there was purpose for me. You may go into some things and you may find yourself in some situations, but there's always something down on the inside of you that'll stop you before you go too far. There's been times when in my young life where I thought, do I really have a reason to live? And you know, people see you when you get to certain levels and they think you've never had a struggle, never been behind on a bank payment, never been behind on your mortgage. Found myself in situations where I got behind on the payments and thought I was going to get kicked out, but God in His grace always let somebody come by to give me a word to tell me how to get beyond where I was going the next time. There are struggles on the outside, just like struggles are different on the inside. There are bills to pay. There's kids to raise. There's a lot of things that are different and responsibilities you don't have right now that you will have on the outside. And there are people that will pull on you to try to tell you, if you were a man, you'd step up and do this. If you were a man, you'd meet this need. If you were a man, you'd go the extra mile. But you got to make up in your mind that my freedom is worth more than anything else on that outside. Freedom. And the thought of freedom is sometimes the only thing when I was not saved that kept me from going this way. I was so focused on my freedom. What would it be like? But then when you're on the outside, you got to make sure that you're not in a spiritual cell. You got to make sure that you're mentally free. Mentally free. Because everybody that's outside is not mentally free, or we wouldn't see the increase in suicide that we see. You got to be free mentally. You got to know your worth. You are worth more than the number they put on your back. And as soon as you walk out and realize that, even in here, you're worth more than the number they call you. Remember your name. Remember your name. One thing I like about Scripture, and I'm not going to talk too much longer because we got all of these brothers have really brought it today and brought it with a real. And I know that some of y'all, your parents have prayed for you for years that you would accept what God had for you. I love the fact that you talked about going through counseling because being in here is traumatizing. And nobody wants to look and recognize the mental stress that you're under when you're surviving day by day and not getting killed in here or not being in the hole in here. They're not looking at the trauma that you went through. But I'm glad that you're recognizing that you did go through some trauma. I'm glad you're recognizing. But when I look back over my life and I look at where I have been able to come, I'm a non-traditional, they call me a non-traditional student, meaning that I did not go to college directly after high school. I started college. I dropped out of college because I had a child to take care of. I went to work to take care of my child. So I dropped out. But down through the years, it was always something down on the inside of me telling me, get an education. Once you get an education, they can't take that out of your head. That's something that nobody can take from you. So then I run into another situation because life does send you challenges. And I was in contracts, and my contracts were not as lucrative as they had been. So I got out of that business and went back to school and went to law school. I was a criminal defense attorney, proud of that, because I recognized that everybody has the right to have a defense. Everybody has a right to be represented. I've represented families. I've represented all types of people in federal court and around the state because I recognized, but by the grace of God, that could have been me. That could have been me. if I had just listened to the wrong person, if I'd have just been in the wrong place at the wrong time, and trust me, before Christ, I was in some places that I had no business being in and knew it. But by his grace, I never ended up in these situations. So I'm just here today because Carlos thought enough of me when he got ready to do his documentary. And let me just tell you a little bit more about our relationship. He would come to the court, to the classes, or the hearings that we had for child support. And we worked with men and women to make sure that they get employed so that they're not incarcerated for poverty. Poverty should never be a reason that you're incarcerated. Poverty. Some of them didn't have housing themselves, didn't have any way to take care of themselves, but they got a court order to take care of somebody else. And I know some of these brothers might be going to face that when you get out. But let me tell you, don't look back. Go and find the resources to get employment so that you can get on the right path with child support. Because child support can end you up in prison. So Susan and I were just talking, and I was saying, you know, there's got to be something that we can do different. Because people that are coming before me, and they're repeating before me because of their poverty, because they're broke, because they don't have a way to pay it. A lot of people that came before me were not there because they had the means and were refusing. They didn't have the means. So Carlos started coming to court because we had this program once a month. And Carlos started coming to the court, and you know how he does, how you brothers do it. And then he's getting in your face, and he asking you, you know, telling you what he does and what he believes. And he started to come every month. And because of Susan's abilities through child support, every one of the participants in the program got Carlos's first book. So he began to talk to them. And that's how I got to meet him. So when you still waiting on yours? Somebody said they waiting on their book. Uh-oh. I only got one copy. But we're going to make sure that we can get you a book. Don't be shaved now. I heard you. We're going to get you a book. We're going to get you the book. Because the book started to make a difference to the people that were reading it. Because it really does start within. As a man thinks in his heart, so is the man. So if you believe that you're somebody, if you believe that you're worth it, you got to believe that you're worth it. You got to believe that. So Carlos and came back when he got ready to do the documentary, and he told me that being in the courtroom really impacted him because he had always been in the courtroom as a defendant. But it's different when you can walk in the courtroom and you are an asset and not a liability. It's a difference. So I really embraced the young man and Shiera, because, you know, she's an author and she's all that by herself. So they came as a couple. And I just enjoyed that because I believe that it's my job to give back to somebody else. So I reach back. I go to the high schools. I go to the law schools. I bring in interns. I bring in people because it's about making somebody else's opportunities better. It's making everybody better. And Carlos didn't tell me I was the keynote, so I'm going to leave something for Bishop Tillman at the end. But think positive thoughts about yourself. Keep hope as an anchor for your soul. Keep hope when everything else goes against you. When I didn't have anybody else, I had my family, I had Jesus, and I had myself as my greatest asset. But it took time for me to realize that I was an asset. Thank you so much, and I am so proud of all of you. I am thrilled for what you're going to be on the outside, because you've already changed on the inside of who you are. You are an asset and not a liability, even though you're sitting right here.
I'm glad that you all came to join us as we cross another bridge on our journey to redemption. I can't believe she's making me follow all that up, but I'll try to do my best. So, yeah, I remember the first time I met Carlos Christian. It was February of 2012, and I was actually across the street at Marion Correctional. I was getting ready for a night of pickup basketball, so I laced up my Nikes, headed out the door. As I walked out the door, though, I saw my friend T, who did not look at all prepared to shoot some hoops, so I asked him what was up. He told me, much to my dismay, that the gym was closed because there was a program down there. So I asked him what kind of program. He said some guy named Carlos Christian was giving a Black History Month presentation. I thought to myself, since this Carlos character had ruined my evening, I might as well go ahead and join the fellas and see what it was all about. So I walked down in the gym. But much to my surprise, when I walked in the gym, the bleachers were packed. More than that, though, I was expecting to see some buttoned-up, suit and tie, Cornel West-looking guy, but I saw this Army fatigue Timberland wearing DMX-looking cat standing there. So, but what ensued that evening was a powerful, informative, awe-inspiring presentation about Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It captivated everybody in the building, staff, inmates, young, old. We were all on the edge of our seats. From that moment forward, I promised myself, if he came to speak, I was going to be there to listen. Eventually, though, I got transferred over here to London, and I was so excited to learn that he had his own program over here called the Walking Logo. But this wasn't your typical show up on the first day of class and you're in programs. That ain't Los's style. No, this guy had us filling out an application with not one, but 2 essay questions on why we wanted to be a part of this. As if that weren't enough, he had us lined up like we were auditioning for a blockbuster film just so he could interview us face to face. That first day of class, though, I realized why the vetting process was so rigorous. The opportunity we had just been given was clear. I really could go on for hours, maybe even days, about all the life-changing information we got out of the last 52 weeks. But instead, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge some of Carlos's wrecking crew. I call this group of people that because Carlos has always had a mission to turn the penitentiary on its head and stand the community on its feet. And each of these people right here, they've helped him achieve that mission in their own way. You see, they're all power players in their respective industries, and they graciously came in week after week and shared with us their knowledge and experience. First, Shira Haynes came through with the cognitive behavioral therapy, which had us digging deep down in our souls for change. So deep, in fact, I think a couple of these guys had some wet eyes a time or two, but I'm not going to blast them right now. Then there was Dwayne Davis. He showed us not only what it was to live our rich life, but also how integral understanding our finances will be to a successful return into society. He did all that while also showing us guys in our 40s that we can still rock skinny pants without shame. Real skinny pants. Then there was Mr. Fred Points. Full disclosure, I've known Fred for many years now due to his affiliation with the Recovery Services Department here at London. And he's always been one tough old bird. When I saw that he was doing a career enhancement piece for the Walking Logo, I thought surely he would mellow out. How disappointed I was. This guy was harder on us putting together our resumes than he is challenging some of these guys in here to kick the drugs. But he's always come from a place of compassion and understanding, and he's the epitome of tough love. Then we have the baddest of BWs, Chandrita Boykins. As she said, she claims she's my cousin. I don't know how well she would blend in at my family's Thanksgiving dinner, but what I do know is that this woman has overcome immense odds to be one of the most successful entrepreneurs I've ever met. And yeah, absolutely. She generously came in week after week and shared that wealth of knowledge with us. I dare say I've learned more from our short time with her about business than I had my entire previous existence. And she did all that while being one of the flyest people ever to grace these halls. Finally, I'm going to talk about the man, the myth, the legend himself, Carlos Christian. Yes. This good brother, he's an inspiration in every sense of the word. I've aspired to be like him for a long, long time. And our gratitude for this opportunity that he's given us could never be overstated. He once told us that failure was the tuition to success. If that's the truth, I could probably pay for a PhD from Harvard with all the mistakes I've made over the years, for sure. But because of his continued dedication and passion for keeping us alive on this side of the fence, I know that those mistakes will not define who we are. Man, there's so many. I feel like I'm missing out on somebody, but I'll just close for now because we got to get out of here. The timeless poet Sean Carter once said, "I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman." and because of my fellow graduates, the Starts Within organization and the Walking Logo program, Michael Rittenhouse is no longer just my name, it is my business. And and I'm now in the business of having a positive impact on this world, and business is good. Thank y'all very much. One more thing. I know we got to go. I just want to say a quick thanks because when the actual literal face of the program isn't available to come, I want to appreciate our staff, Warden DiMartino, Mr. Kondrak, and the rest of the administration for making this happen. So I want to make sure
Hey everyone, how y'all doing? My name is Justin Scott Shell. I've been incarcerated for 13 and a half years. I'm now 29. I have 18 months on a 15-year sentence. This might sound crazy, but I'm actually grateful that I'm here, and I'm grateful that I went through all this pain and struggle. I feel like struggles and scars are beautiful. They make us who we are today, strong, solid, rare individuals, certified assets. I've been through so much and learned so much. Like I said, I'm okay with going through this, and it opened my eyes to who is who and what is what. And honestly, I could be dead or never coming home, so I'm really blessed to be walking in my shoes, and I'm also grateful to be a part of this organization. I wanted to say thanks to everybody who had a part in giving me a chance in taking this class. I know I've been in a lot of trouble in the past, and it was probably hard to decide, but I'm really glad you gave me the chance, so thank you. I'm glad I got to meet all the people in my class, which most of you watched me grow up in here, and I met some for the first time. I'm proud of you all, and thank you all for putting in the time and effort into this and showing up. Some of us went through hard times and still showed up. Some of us lost family. Some of us had to do more than just this class and still show up. Some of us had to see the parole board. Some of us still are fighting to make it home. I just ask that everyone here today realize the work that we put in and realize the potential and good that's in all of us, because the situation we're in is real and serious and is a struggle. And our people understand because they're stuck doing this time with us, and we thank you for that. And I wanted the teachers to know how much I appreciate them and taking the time to come in here and teach us what they had to offer. Before taking this class, I was scared going home, not knowing how to establish credit, create a bank account, how to actually prepare for a job interview, how to make a successful business plan. These classes helped me build my confidence in myself and coming back to society and being successful and staying free. So I'm truly grateful for that. I hope everyone in my class knows that they matter. They count, and they are someone. I wish everyone the best and hope they can be successful and happy. I also want to thank my parents. You guys are the only people who have my back since the day I was born. You guys are the strongest people I know, and I want you to know I'm sorry for everything. All I ever wanted was a chance to make things right with you and make you happy. All I want is for you to know I understand now, and I didn't then, but I get it now. So thank you for everything. I love you with all my all. And Los, keep your head up no matter what. It's all love and respect. We hold you down, and thank you for this opportunity and giving me a chance. I'm forever grateful.
Hello, I'm Cobana Anderson, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't supposed to be here. I ain't make the cut, so, I was just sitting in class, you know what I'm saying, where everything was going on. And he asked me, like, what you doing here? I said, man, I'm just trying to get in the program, man. He said, you know what? I said, you got food. I'm trying to eat. He said, well, I'm going to teach you how to feed. And that's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Through this, he gave us knowledge and understanding through the, you know, I don't really know what to call y'all, but his counterparts, you know what I'm saying? They came in, gave us knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Made us better people than what we is already. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all. You, Dwayne, Cher, wherever she just went. Oh, there you go. You know what I'm saying? But especially Carlos, though, because he gave me a chance, like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to get in programs, so, you know, you got to go outside the norm to get in there. So I sat in the program. He let me in. I endured it. You know what I'm saying? I showed discipline, determination, dedication. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't really write no speech. I wasn't really prepared for this. Like, I ain't no good, you know, people person, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but, you know what I'm saying? I'm sense to life. You know what I'm saying? I'm sense to life. They say I never win. I say I never lose. You know what I'm saying? They say I never be. I say I already am. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with that being said, you know, I am a walking logo. You know what I'm saying? I'm greatness in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate everything y'all gave us. Yeah. And I appreciate Jermaine, Swan, Kim Moore, who I actually started my bid out with. There you go. I appreciate y'all motivation, inspiration. You know what I'm saying? To see you on this side, both of y'all, man. That means a lot. You know what I'm saying? And with that, thank y'all for coming.
I am a walking logo that will learn how to soar to great heights in my life for the betterment of myself, family, and those who are following me. I am an individual of character, commitment, and courage. I am an individual of integrity, intellect, and influence. I am an individual of discipline, determination, and dedication. I am an individual of faith, focus, and fortitude. I am the designer of all of destiny. I challenge myself and others to be great. I am successful in everything I do. I am walking in love. I am a magnet for success. I don't mistreat people. I am my own walking life story. My life is governed by love, respect, and loyalty. I am a walking logo. Not everyone has a right to speak into my life, and I will associate with family and friends that are ambassadors of truth and divine love. I am built to succeed. I am a walking logo.
was sitting here today, and the first thing that came to me was church ought to be like this. The transparency, the reality, just being real. The outside world needs this. And I'm privileged to be here today, to be a part of this. And there's a statement that I make, and Carlos hears me make this statement all the time. I'll say it to you. God does for you what you cannot do for yourself. And he does it for his glory, by his favor, his ability, and his enablement, so that you can be and do what you cannot be and do by yourself. So Carlos has sowed seeds with his staff, and we're now witnessing the harvest of those seeds. And no one can sow seeds without information that has value. And when you accept that information as authentic, which means then the word that you heard, the information that you received is truth. And the Bible said you will know that truth, and the truth will make you free. And because of that discipline that he put in you, that now you can go into your world and make a difference in your world. I just appreciate so much. And thank you, men, for going through the program to showing that a man who has a vision, who's willing to stretch out on that vision and then share it with others, this becomes the harvest of that angel that God sent to you.